Once upon a time, high up in the mountains where the clouds come to rest, there lived a wise old man. His name was Vyasa, and inside his head lived the biggest story the world had ever known.
It's all in there. Every single word. Right then, let us begin. How is this story ever going to be written? You, O great Ganesha, remover of obstacles, master of wisdom, patron of arts and intellect.
Vyasa had rehearsed this speech the entire way up the stairs.
I come before you today with a request of most tremendous and magnificent importance.
Vyasa, old friend, just ask me.
Will you help me write my story?
The Mahabharata?
The very same.
Every battle? Every kingdom? Every secret and sacrifice and…
Every single word.
I will do it. But I have one condition. Once I begin writing, you cannot stop talking. The words must keep coming. Like a river, Vyasa. Constant, unbroken. No pausing, no hmm-ing. No stopping to think, not even a little. Think carefully before you agree.
I promise.
And so the greatest agreement in the history of storytelling was made.
No, it begins with a king, and the king has a father, and the father has a curse. And the curse comes from a fish. Well, not exactly a fish.
And so it began, the biggest story ever told, written by a god, spoken by a sage, and remembered forever.
In the beginning, there was a great kingdom called Hastinapura, and it sat on the banks of the holiest river, and within its golden walls lived a royal family so magnificent, so extraordinary, so wonderfully complicated.
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
And the warrior drew back his bow, and the arrow caught the moonlight, and every single soldier on that battlefield held their breath.
Ganesha listened to every single word. He did not look away. He did not yawn. He just kept writing, and writing, and writing.
And then the great hero stood at the edge of the battlefield, and he looked out at everything he stood to lose. And he said, "Was that my pen?"
Ganesha's special pen, broken right in half.
Don't stop talking.
And he said that the world was worth fighting for. But, Ganesha, your pen…
I am aware.
No, this is where the story gets really interesting. Everyone watching got very worried. What would Ganesha do now? The pen was broken, the story couldn't stop, and there wasn't a single spare quill in sight.
And the river remembered everything it had ever carried. Every secret whispered over its waters.
But here is what none of them understood yet. Ganesha wasn't panicking. He was thinking. With the biggest, wisest brain that had ever sat beneath a jeweled crown. And then, with complete and total calm, he did something no one on that mountain, in those clouds, or in any of the three worlds had ever seen before. He had broken off his own tusk, one of the most beautiful things he possessed, and he had turned it into something even more beautiful. A pen that would write the greatest story ever told, word by word, page by page, through the whole long, magnificent night. Scratch, scratch, scratch.
And the eldest brother looked at his youngest brother, and without a single word passing between them, they understood everything. Everything that had been lost. Everything that could still be saved.
Now, you might be wondering something. Didn't that hurt?
Some things are worth more than a tusk.
Because Ganesha understood something that is very, very hard to understand. And very, very important once you do. The story mattered more than the tusk. Finishing what you start. Truly finishing it. No matter what gets broken along the way. That is one of the bravest and most beautiful things in the world. You see, Ganesha could have stopped. He could have said, "I'm sorry, my pen is broken, we'll have to try again tomorrow." But instead, he did 3 things. 3 very important things that you can do too. Anytime, anywhere, whenever things go sideways. The first thing Ganesha did was stay calm. When something goes wrong, and something will always go wrong, panic spends the time that solving needs. Ganesha knew that. So he sat still, and he let his big wise brain do what big wise brains do best. The second thing he did was think of a new way. The answer is almost always already in your hands. You just have to be willing to see it. And the third thing was never give up. Not on something that matters. Not on something worth finishing. Even when your pen breaks. Even when it costs you something.
And when it was all said and done, when the last battle was fought and the last word was spoken, they understood that the story itself, the telling of it, the keeping of it, was the most important victory of all.
And so the greatest story ever written kept growing. Word by word, tusk stroke by tusk stroke. Through the whole long night and into the golden morning. Written by a god who gave something of himself so that a story could live. And it has been living ever since. Oh, we know that feeling, don't we? Just like Ganesha, just like you, things break, things stop working, things go wrong at exactly the wrong moment. First, take a deep breath. Good. Now, your brain has room to think. Second, is it a broken crayon or is it a smaller crayon? Think of a new idea. The answer is almost always already in your hands. And third, keep going. Maybe your crayon breaks while you're coloring. Maybe your toy stops working right when you needed it most. You already know what to do. You see, you were never stuck. You were just one idea away. Calm, clever, brave. That is how Ganesha wrote the greatest story ever told. And that is how you will do great things too. Not because nothing ever breaks, but because you know what to do when it does.